Hey guys, Joshua here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Hori Fighting Stick Mini. Okay, so I'm going to get it out of the box now. So it comes in a very easy to pull out package, and that's all there is in the box, which is the fight stick itself. The Hori Fighting Stick Mini is compatible with the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and also your PC. Now, you may be asking why get the Fighting Stick Mini when I can just use the controller or keyboard if you're playing on the computer. For me personally, I grew up playing games in the arcade, so for me it feels more natural to be using a controller. And also for the ones like me who grew up waiting our turn in line at the arcade to play Street Fighter, Tekken and the like, it is very nostalgic to be able to play on a controller. Another point is that it is much easier to land your combos within the constraints of a frame link, because for me, I usually mess up on the controller and fail my combo, so yeah, don't learn from me when that happens. So for the Hori Fighting Stick Mini, it lives up to its name because it is legit very small. It measures only 210mm in length with a width of 150mm, and the height including the stick is only 87mm. The Hori weighs in at only 0.5 kilograms, but it does have a very long cable, so even though it is wired, you can connect it to your preferred gaming console or device and still have some distance to the TV or monitor, so you don't have to sit very close to it. The functions and features on this are very basic, with there being a PS button, Option/Share button, switch to shift between the PS3 or PS4, the stick, your usual 8-button configuration for fighting games, unlike some fight sticks that only have 6, but you do not have the functionality to program any of the keys, and it is missing the L3 and R3 buttons, so this is really just meant for pure fighting games like Dragon Ball FighterZ, Street Fighter, and the rest, and you can actually even play Injustice 2 with this. When using the controller, the controls do feel pretty good, so the stick is easy to maneuver around, and the buttons are not too mushy or too hard to press. To me, they are quite good. Obviously, they will not be as great as the Sanwa Denshi or Hayabusa ones, which are of obviously higher grade, but for a beginner or someone who just plays casually, this is perfect. The size of this fight stick is both a pro and a con in itself, because the small size makes it easy to store or carry around, and it won't take up much space if you have a smaller living space. But if you're a bit too aggressive on the controls, it will just fly off when you slam the stick in various directions because it's so small if you keep it on your lap to play, which is the usual common way of playing with a fight stick. But if you manage to put it on a table, this is circumvented by the fact that there are rubber pads on the bottom that provide some points of friction, so it becomes less of an issue. Now, the size of the buttons are also smaller than the arcade fighting sticks in a regular arcade, or even a regular size fighting stick that you can buy back, like the Razer Pantera or Hori's line of Hayabusa fighting sticks. So if you have small hands, this may suit you more, but if larger hands and longer fingers, this may not be as comfortable. So obviously for me, it's not the most comfortable, but if you're on a budget, well, it works. This may not affect most of the people buying this particular fighting stick, but it is definitely not as moddable as something like the Mad Catz Fight Stick Alpha. So you can't swap buttons, you can't change the insides, the configurations, etc. When you buy this, it is what it is. The pricing on this thing is about 50 USD or around 80 SGD, which is pretty cheap if you compare to the Pro controllers, which are easily triple to quadruple the price of this. Now, I will not recommend this for anyone who is a hardcore fight stick controller user, but for the casual player, this is definitely what you want to get because you get the whole arcade experience for a pretty reasonable price. This is definitely more of a fun sort of product that, well, it's meant for the casual player. And I love that Hori actually has the budget version for the casual player. So yeah, props to Hori for that. So let me know in the comments, what do you prefer when playing a fighting game? Do you use a fighting stick or a controller? And if you use a fighting stick, which one do you use? Like and subscribe because I'll be covering more of all this gaming tech content, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!